Reality bites, reality bites. Reality bites, reality bites. Oh, you are watching A Connection TV. Reality bites, reality bites.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Looking out on the morning rain, I used to feel so uninspired. And when I knew I had to face another day, Lord, it made me feel so tired. Alright, what's up YouTube? My name is Kris, also known as Dynasty Inc. That little snippet that you just saw was me not realizing that I had left my camera on while I was doing some research on the internet and just humming this tune to the Aretha Franklin song. So, considering that we started with Aretha Franklin already, let's go ahead and get right into it. But before I do that, I did want to give a shout out to all the castmates of the Reality Bite series. I have truly enjoyed every video thus far, and I look forward to many more. And I did also want to explain why I have this on my head. There is a reason why I have this Harriet Tubman on my head. That's what me and my cousins call it. Whenever we have a scarf on our head. But I'm feeling very, very Erykah Badu-ish today. So I decided to put on a scarf that does not match what I have on, but that's okay because we're going to get into that later on in the video.
And they don't even care because
I really don't know what a diva is or divo.
Hi guys. So this week I am talking about 5 of my top 5 divas. So I have to say my top 5 divas are this is so much better than looking the album cover. You know, everybody had a whole thing about me. They say, oh, Rihanna, she can't sing. Rude Boy went #1 on the Billboard chart, you know. That's 5 I own. It's so funny too. Me actually got the inspiration one night I was in a hotel room with Kris. Yeah. We're not together no more though. I think my career is more important. Ugh. I need to lay off the Popeyes for this week. I'm starting to look colossal. That's why I don't have any kids right now. Jay? I know I'm the hottest bitch in the game because all of these people that are hot right now, they all were inspired by me. You know, I have a great time now. I'm no longer a bitter Betty. You know, I believe in love. You know, I love my sons. You know, I have a great relationship with Kevin. Yeah. My career is doing some great things. Yeah.
So going by Beyonce's definition, my top 5 divas and divos are: number 5, Lady Gaga. I am a huge fan of Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga is like the best artist right now to me. I love her. I love how unique she is. I love how unique and different all her songs are, all her performances. Lady Gaga is my idol. Aww.
I don't care if I get embarrassed, 'cause I don't care if you wanna eat my carrots.
Number 4, I would say, is Usher. Usher has been around for a long time, and I don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon. Everybody's still in love with Usher, you know, except maybe his ex-wife Tamika. Well, hey, you win some, you lose some. Number 3, I would say, is Madonna. If it wasn't for Madonna, I don't think I probably like Lady Gaga so much. She is different, just like Lady Gaga. I freaking love Madonna and all of her work. My favorite song, though, is the one that she did with Justin Timberlake, 4 Minutes. A lot of people didn't like that song, but I love that song. Number 2 is a tie, and a lot of people probably wouldn't agree with me on this one, but my number 2 picks are Carrie Underwood and Adam Lambert. Carrie Underwood is a wonderful, wonderful singer. I love her. I love everything she do. I think everybody love her. Carrie Underwood and Taylor Swift are probably the two only artists that sing country and make it where anybody will like it, you know. So I love Carrie Underwood. Adam, he's different. He can sing his ass off. There isn't too much to hate about Adam unless you're a homophobe or whatnot. Hey, you win some, you lose some, whatever. My number 1 pick, of course, I knew if I hadn't put her at number 1, somebody would get mad. Like, wow, what was Beyonce at? So my number 1 pick is Beyonce. Right now, in today's time, I don't think anyone could be on Beyonce's level, performance-wise. Singing-wise, vocal-wise, you know, Beyonce isn't Leona Lewis, you know. But performance-wise, I think she is the top diva in the game today. I think Beyonce proved it. She was a diva back in 2006 when she was performing in concert, Ring the Alarm when she fell down them stairs. That was some funny stuff. Like, seriously, it was.
Why you so obsessed with me? Oh, I wanna know. Lying that you're sexing me when everybody knows. Hot.
Let me get you right. My first one. Because look at hometown girl. Aretha Franklin. Now I could sit here and give you a whole dissertation on Aretha. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna make it plain and simple. Aretha Franklin is a diva. She has 18 Grammys. She is the first female to ever be introduced in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2004. Rolling Stone did a magazine article on the top 100 artists of all time. She was ranked number 9, only to be beat out by Bob Dylan, James Brown, Jimi Hendrix, Chuck Berry, the Beatles, and like a couple other people. Put it like this: she was the only female. The only female. Let me say it again. The only female on the list. Now you know she's a bad chick. Alright. Aretha Franklin is a diva. Next on my diva list, Patti LaBelle. Okay? Patti, baby, will sing you out of house and home. Straight up. Straight up. You get on stage with Patti in her room, she go sing the song. Y'all gonna be her backup, but she go sing. I love Patti LaBelle. I love her spirit. I think she's a great person. Yeah, like I think she's a great person. Like, you know, met her personally. No, I think she's really great. But getting back to Beyonce's definition of a diva, she's a hustler. Okay, she played Dwayne Wayne Mama on Different World. She played Chelsea Page on Up All Night. That also had Morris Chestnut and Dwayne Martin. She had her own cooking TV show. She has cookbooks. And then I'm not gonna tell you that the chick still look good. Come on, y'all. Let me calm down. I'm just saying. Her hair always be laid. Her outfits be fierce. You be like, Patti, what's going on with you, girl? What's good, dude? Be off. My next divo. This is my divo. First divo on my list. Michael Jackson. We can sit up here and have a whole conversation about Michael, but we're not going to do it. Just know that Michael Jackson, he's one of the greatest artists of all time. Point blank in the discussion. I don't have to. Michael Jackson is a divo. My next one is Prince. Because you can't have Michael without Prince, okay? Prince, he writes them songs. She wore a raspberry beret. Ow. Pretty Nikki. 1999. Diamonds and Pearls. And you know he be rocking them high heel shoes. Just Prince is fine. I think Prince is attractive, but Prince kind of like gets you in a mood to party. Also, Prince is a Grammy winner, and what is greatness? How do you write a album soundtrack and don't listen to the movie? He watched the movie without the sound. This is for Batman, the one with Michael Keaton. Yeah, boo. Yeah, can we say gangster? As far as the musician goes, I got mad respect for him. He's a musical genius. He's a diva. I'm saying, because can't nobody wear the pants cut out with the butt hanging and purple leather suede in the summertime like Prince or Royce. He just had the same hairstyle from 1992, little, you know, his sideburns and stuff. So, my last diva on my original top 5 will be Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson triple threat. She can sing, she act, and she dance. And I say that because we first met Janet, she played Penny on Good Times Now. You follow back for Penny. She progressed from Good Times to Fame. In between that, she was on Different Strokes. Janet came out singing, you know, first two albums and all that great, but when she came out with Control, she controlled her life. We've seen Janet manifest from the shy, quiet person that she still is to this dominatrix of sorts when it comes to music. Janet's gonna always give you a show. You know, she's her weight is very, but it don't matter because Janet go get it in and she go let have Royce. What's the? Can't help it. So my sixth pick, actually is Queen Latifah. And I know people like, well, is she really a diva? And in my book, yes. Like I said, Beyonce said a diva is a female version of a hustler. And Queen Latifah's a hustler. She came into the game as a rap artist back in the 1980s where there were like hardly no female rappers. You had Yo-Yo, MC Lyte, Roxanne, Shantae. You didn't have a lot. Came with the song Ladies First with Moni in the middle. Where she at in the middle. Just killed it. The way that she exuded her sexuality without having to be naked or be a video hoe made me have mad respect for her. Whatever. She's transcended from like the around the way girl to being the strong, independent, sexy woman who carries her curvaceousness well. Give it up for the big girls. But what makes her a diva is this. Not only are you a rapper and you're a singer, you also own your own record label. You've written a book. Right, she's written a book. It's cool, it's cool, it's cool. But wait, there's more. Curvaceous, the bra line. Now, I don't know if she is the spokesperson for the bra line, and if she is, that's cool. But she has her own makeup line for L'Oreal or Revlon. I think it's L'Oreal. Work with me. Pump your brakes. You know what I'm saying? You have your own makeup line. Does Halle Berry have her own makeup line? Wait, does Beyonce have her own makeup line? No, but the Queen does. That's a diva. When it's yours, it's yours. Yeah.
Baby, and I want you to know that I'm feeling mighty slow, so I get shit on the low, down low, oh no, yeah.
The number one female diva in the game gotta be Beyonce, because if it's not her, then who is it? She even got a song about it. Like, she claimed it. She ain't let nobody else take it. And even though she said she was going on a break in 2010, she ain't going on no break. That's why she was a big performing act on at the Grammys, and then was in this big old commercial during the Super Bowl. So bullshit, Beyonce. Number 2 diva in the game is Rihanna, because like, look at her. She, I don't know, her and Lady Gaga are 2 and 3, because they are just running it right now. They're running everything. They're Beyonce's minions. They just don't know it. And even Rihanna and Lady Gaga even dress alike now, because I don't know. You got to be a strong diva to get your ass beat, and in the same year come out with a brand new album and have that same album be sold on the same shelf right beside the album of the ex-boyfriend who hit you. if you ask me, that's definitely some diva shit right there. The number 4 diva in the game, who I hate to admit, is Miley Cyrus. Like, anyone who was 17, she wasn't even 17 when she became big, and can rule the earth, get richer than her dad, is definitely on some diva shit. And she dates, like, old ass dudes. Like, I don't know why that shit is so public and it's not considered illegal. But hey, you do you, Miley. Honestly, I done messed up the whole list talking about Lady Gaga and Miley Cyrus, because I forgot all about Jennifer Lopez and Mariah Carey. Them are some divas. And I mean, like, Mariah, she's got to be the top diva. She's above Beyonce. I'm not even gonna lie. Mariah is the only diva I know. Well, I don't know her, but she's the only diva that can bring like 27 bags of shit on a 1-day trip, and her entourage all flies first class, stays in the most expensive places, like $2,000 a night places, and she pays for it all. And then, like, the award shows invite her to the places, and she ends up making them pay for her shit, like private jets and shit. That's a diva. That's a bad bitch.
Music in today's world. I think music in today's world is, I don't know, it's more upbeat and more hip. Like, it's sad because people can't find things, people trying to do things that are already done, but I think they're still coming up with original stuff. Like, now our generation, they get more into techno and dance, and I don't know, it's odd. I can't even really explain it. But there is a difference. There's definitely a difference. Because I still listen to the old music, I still listen to now. But now it seems more like impressing others and hip and cool and little fast words and blah blah blah. Back then, people used to just do music to show how they feel and stuff. Like, some people still do that nowadays, but I believe back in the day, it used to be more about how they feel and difference. And now it's just like everybody trying to do the same thing. Everybody trying to get in techno. Everybody trying to get more upbeat. Everybody trying to do dance. And only, like, just a few people who, and other ones don't even make sense. Like, not, I love them, but like Owl City, the things they say don't make sense to me. Like, 5 million fireflies playing with 5 million. Like, half the stuff now don't even make sense. It's just like random crap. Just throwing together random crap, throwing together with a cool beat. Like, Owl City, I love it. Doesn't have the upbeat. It's slow and nice, but it doesn't make sense. And back in the day, it used to. Like, some things still do. It's really up and down. And up and down and around and around. And that's, but the thing is that's funny because nowadays, you see how they made that awesome mix with music together? That shows how similar all the music are nowadays. They made that amazing mix with all the artists, and Black Eyed Peas and Beyonce and everyone, and Taylor Swift, and they just mixed all their songs together and connected them all, and Jay Sean, and they connected them all, and they went down, and they all connected because they're all getting similar. They're all getting to similar feels and looks.
I'll buy you a diamond, friend, if it makes you feel alright. First, want to apologize for these shades, but they actually help me not be nervous because I'm actually nervous and I want to sing something for you, but I can't really get into it as well. So these actually help me because I feel like people are watching me, but these help me kind of not think about that. I know that sounds retarded, but it works. So I'm not trying to be all like stupid and diva or diva or whatever. It just helps me. So just FYI for you. Oh, hey, Hey, shouldn't have walked away. I would have stayed if you said we could have made everything okay. But we just threw the blame back and forth. We treated love like a sport. The final blow hit so low, I'm still on the ground. Hey, so this week I'm going to be talking about my top 5 picks for divas and divos. And actually, I wasn't really sure what divo meant, but I figured it was sort of like the male version of diva, and I was right. So, yeah, good job. Number 5. Okay, first on the list, rather the bottom of the list, is Celine Dion. Yes, I said Celine Dion. Point blank, she's amazing. She still can sing very well. Love her to death. My number 4 is Mariah Carey. And I love Mariah because her songs are great. And the way she sings is very unique, and you can, recognize, oh, that's Mariah Carey. Hey. Like, I don't know. I really love the song that she sings, what's it called? Hero. And then a hero comes along. Why you so obsessed with me? Oh, I wanna know. Lying that you're sexing me when everybody knows. Hot. Hot. Number 3, I chose Whitney Houston. Clearly, she's one of the greats. Check! Number dos, or 2 for y'all that don't know Spanish, is a little girl from the Philippines who came here, and her name is Charis Pempenko, and she is amazing. This girl has the chops of somebody that's been singing for like 1,000 years, but she somehow has been able to develop that at such a young age. So check her out, because she's damn good. So I had to go and put on my glasses for this one. Now, I'm sure many of you were going to guess what my number 1 diva is. Baby! Like everywhere I go, I see you. From your eyes, your smile is like I breathe you. It is Beyonce. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Beyonce. Yeah, she is phenomenal. She's like at the top of her game. Come on. I mean, just the way that she sings alone is amazing. I'm just going to throw in the towel. Throw in the whole damn bathroom, so to speak, and just give up because you can't touch her.
My 5 top divas and divos. I'm figuring that that's gonna make 10 because I'm a separate. Actually, no, No, I'm gonna make 10. 5 top divas and 5 top divos. I'm only mentioning music divas and divos because I have a whole other set for film. This is only music. I'm gonna start from 1 because it's easier to do from 1 up. My first, number 1, my top from divas is Beyonce, of course. I love that woman more than anything. Since I was 8. Number 2 is Gaga because of her originality. That woman, I don't care what anybody says, oh, it looks like she just throw crap on. That woman does not throw crap on. What she has on is too creative, too different, and too out there to just throw it on. You can't just throw that on. You have to coordinate that, put it on. You can't throw it on. That's why I love her so much. It's so out there and yet so original and yet so cool. Oh. Number 3 now, Nicki Minaj. I'm getting to Nicki Minaj a lot. Just like everyone else, a lot of people are, and that's because this girl, Her words are just so slick, and it's just sentences of mixing, catching words and putting them together, and yet they make sense and they're crazy. Ugh, I don't know, something about her lyrics just gets me happy all the time. Just so happy. Number four is Leona Lewis. I love Leona Lewis like so much. I love her, like no joke. Every time I hear something from her, I just love her voice. It's like the most amazing thing in the world. Rihanna would be my number 5. But I have to admit, I love every one of her songs. A lot of her songs. A lot of them. Not every single one, but a lot of her songs I like. So she has to be my number 5. I have to put her there. She's not that bad in person. She's nice. Divos, number 1. Chris Brown. Love that man since he first came out. Same age. Our birthdays like one day away from each other. He's cool. This man is awesome. Like every time I watch him, I'm just like, I just want to meet him. I just want to be like, yo, be my friend. I just want to be his friend. Cause I know he's an awesome person. So I just want to be his friend. Isn't that crazy? Just be his friend. Cause that's it. Number 2. Would be Black Eyed Peas. I put Black Eyed Peas in there. Number 3 would be Black Eyed Peas. I love Black Eyed Peas. They're a group, but I love them so much. Number 4 would be Owl City, which is another band, but I don't know if they may be Devo, maybe one person. I want band. I love bands. Number 5, I would say Blue October. No one really knows who they are. I love Blue October. I've seen them. They're like the only band I've ever seen in concert. The only concert. They're literally the only concert I've ever seen in my life. It was crazy. It was maddening.
And when I knew I had to face another day, Lord, it made me feel so tired. There's no denying that she is the queen of soul. I mean, we could run down a list of all the classic songs that she's made. We will still be here all day and all night just listing everything that she's ever done. That's awesome. But we're not going to get into that. What we are going to get into is how she went from looking like this to looking a hot-ass mess. And I'm not even talking about her weight or her size, because Lord knows that I have no room to pass judgment on anybody. But what I am going to talk about is who the fuck is her stylist? I mean, honestly, that is a real ass question. Who is her stylist? Because she looks a god-awful mess every time she's performing in public now. And I still can't get over the outfit that she had on at an evening of stars. She had on this blue dress looking like a big ass blue bird sitting up there. And I'm like, what the fuck does she have on? Excuse me. Right. I'm getting hostile. Let me move on. Chaka Khan is such a diva to me. I mean, I think she gets underrated a lot and overshadowed by the Aretha's and the Patties and the Gladyses of the world. But to me, she is just bomb.com, for real. I love that she has big hair, big voice, big, so she's awesome, and she has a great spirit, great songs, fun songs. You ain't got no kind of feeling inside. Hey, hey. And I think that she should definitely get more just due than people give her credit for. Miss Tina Turner. Now, I know you didn't think that I was going to try to sing a Tina Turner song, did you? Of course, I know the words to the song like I wrote it, and damn it, sing the motherfucker like you wrote it then. But I will say that she's a phenomenal woman. She's been through a lot. She's done a lot. She's seen a lot. And, how old is she now? 107? She's 107. What happened? And so she still looks great. She looks great. She's still performing. She has those amazing, amazing legs. That's all I have to say about that. 4 random ass girls from Oakland showed up at a casting call, got put in a group together because they look good and they can sing. They can sing their asses off. No, I'm not talking about no funky ass Destiny's Child. I'm talking about the funky divas of soul in Vogue. Cindy, Terry, Max, and Dawn. Dawn was a diva, that's why she left the group. I mean, hey, there you go. So, but they were awesome. They gave us bomb ass songs. Seriously. And I'm glad they got back together, even though Dawn is not in the group. They got the girl that was on the Jamie Foxx show. I mean, she can sing. She's okay. She's no Dawn, but whatever. I mean, Dawn brought the sass. My personal fave is Maxine. I love her. She's okay, and she sings alto, which I sing alto, so I think I identify with her the most. She's just here, honey. Yeah. I am an Erykah Badu fan. Ever since she first came out around 97, 98, 99, I have been a fan. It was just something that was so new to me, like a breath of fresh air, and I didn't really, there wasn't anything else that was really out around that time that was like her, and so I guess that's why I latched on to that, because that's more my speed, more my energy, more my aura. Neo soul is more my thing.
But you know what's really funny about my divas, or the people that I've listed? I enjoy their music and all of that, but outside of one of them, which is Lady Gaga, I really probably wouldn't see myself personally liking them, like liking them on a personal level. Because I feel like you can like someone, you can like their music, but you don't personally think that you would get along with their personality in person. I think Lady Gaga would probably be the only person that I'd actually be like, I like her. I like her a lot. And she would be cool people. It's not saying that the rest of them wouldn't, just saying that I'd probably get along most with Lady Gaga. Moving right along. So, my most embarrassing moment. I'm pretty embarrassing normally. So this was actually a harder task than I could, than I thought about. I was like, wow. So I figured I'd go for one that was pretty, like, up there in embarrassing. So much so that I've probably never repeated the story. Like, I think I've repeated the story at least maybe once or twice, but... So anyway. The story was, I was about 14 years old. This was my very first job. Night before, I had Indian food. Most people who know me know I love Asian food. Wherever in Asia, I'm just Thai, Chinese, Japanese, Indian. Love it all. Love Asian food. So anyway, so I ate Asian food the night before. Woke up, but the problem was that I woke up and my body was shocked. I woke up much earlier than I normally would because it's the first time I'm going to a job and I had to be there pretty early. So anyway, got up, got myself dressed, everything is okay. I didn't feel quite right. But anyway, I got myself dressed, had on a nice little button-down shirt, had on some khaki pants, had on my little penny loafers, looking so officey. Made it all the way to the train station, and my stomach started to like bubble. So then I spoke to the train station attendant, and I was like, can I use your bathroom? And she was like, no, it's not an open bathroom. You can't just, just use it. So I was like, okay. So I walked all the way back to my house. My house was about maybe 5 blocks away. But on the way there were like little bodegas, but some of them were kind of opening because this is really early in the morning. I think it's like maybe 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. So they have it all opened up. So stop with the ones that were kind of open. They were like, no, sorry, bathroom's not available for people. It's not a public bathroom. So I was like, oh. So I finally made it to the corner of my block. And who do I see but this guy I've been crushing on? Like, he was much older than me. He was like, I think 17, 18. And I was just like, he was my McDreamy. Like, I was like, and it was crazy because I saw him and I would barely ever see him, and it's just me and him by myself. And I'm standing there and I'm closing my butt cheeks. And he was talking to me, and I was in shock because he never like spoke to me personally. So he's talking to me, and I'm just standing there, and I'm just like in shock, and I'm also like in pain because I'm trying to hold myself in. So then he leaves and he walks, and I didn't realize that when I turned around to continue to walk home, I had dropped my like little notepad that had my address for where I was going. So he was trying to be a nice guy, and he went to pick it up and give it to me. And as soon as he did that, I couldn't hold it. It was sliding out. I was so embarrassed. And I ran home, and I was running home. It was like sliding down my leg. I was like 3 houses home. And that was pretty embarrassing. But he never mentioned it. And I was like mortified. But he never mentioned it. And I have never really mentioned it that many times. You know, so now the whole world knows. But you know, it's so what? I was 14 and it was a bodily function that everybody does. So. Well, I think that was my task. So, yeah. Deuces. I'm out.
Saying something very embarrassing about me. Hold your ass together. I am accident prone. When I say accident prone, baby, I'm accident prone. I happen to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. Let's see. So I'm gonna give y'all 3 stories. Happened in one semester I was in college. I had just came back to school for, after Christmas break or whatever, spring 2005, and I had auditions for Troop. Troop is an improv group at Michigan Tech. I'm an improver. Yeah, if you haven't noticed. And we had auditions, and we had the stadium seats. We had a black box where we practiced or whatever, and the seats were detachable. So we had seats scattered around the room, and these are my seats for a scene. So I got up, and I used to wear hair scarves and whatever. This phase, I just didn't do my hair. And I was rewinding my scarf or whatever, and there was a guy named Sparky on the floor. So I'm walking backwards, and I thought I had about 10 feet between me and Sparky. It was more like 6, and I ended up kicking Sparky in the face. And when I kicked him in the face, I tripped over him, did a somersault in the air, spun around, hit the ground, and struck a pose. Like, and nothing happened. People whose backs were to me heard the commotion but didn't see it. People who were on the stage auditioning and saw it but couldn't break character. When it was all said and done, they were like, oh my God, what happened? And I was like, oh my God, I tripped. And I was like, are you okay, Sparky? I didn't mean to hurt you. He's like, he's fine. He just didn't come back to auditions that were held 2 days later. Like, he had a call back, he didn't come back. So my feelings were kind of hurt a little bit. The other situations, this next one happened. I got a cold or whatever. I had a chest cold or whatever. I couldn't breathe, and we went to the ER. And before we went to the ER, I was in my girl Nia room, and I basically was tired. I was dizzy and I went to fall. But when I went to fall, I went to grab her boyfriend's arm. I went to grab her old arm, and he moved because he knew why I was grabbing him. And I fell in slow motion. I fell so slow that I couldn't stop myself from falling. And when I hit the mattress, I was like, ooh. That took me a long time to fall. And I lost my balance, seriously. So that was kind of funny. That same night, came back from the hospital. I decided I wanted something to eat. I went into the kitchenette, part of our dormitory, our rest hall, and I was cooking sausage. And I walked away from it for whatever reason, and the smoke still at the kitchenette. I didn't burn the sausage, just smoky dust, whatever. Basically, when we opened the windows, the smoke detector went off, and we had to evacuate the building. And everybody's like, what happened? And I was like, oh, it was a black girl on the 3rd floor cooking sausage. Yeah, so a little embarrassing.
My most embarrassing moment came when it was actually the day the night before I came out of the closet. I was caught in a threesome by a cop. And he forced me to tell my parents because I don't know why. I asked him, I was like, do we gotta tell my parents? Like, is it really that serious? And he said, well, let's just put it this way, son. If you were my child, I'd want to know about it. So the next morning, I gave, like right before I went to work, I gave my mom, I said, Mom, I got something to tell you. And she said, what is it? And it took me like 10 minutes to finally just come out and say it. And she was like, you might as well just hurry up and tell me because I'm going to ask you anyway. And I said, Mom. And she says, what? I said, Mom, I'm gay. I got caught in a threesome last night by a cop, and he wants you to call him and tell him that I told you this. I gotta go to work. That's how I came out to my parents. That is the most embarrassing way I could have come out. I mean, there could have been other ways, but this was bad.
The most embarrassing moment. It's hard to tell you guys that. Embarrassing. Like, I embarrass myself on a regular. I mean, I slipped in front of people a bunch of times. Fell in front of people a bunch of times. There was a time, I guess, that I asked a girl out in high school. And she said she didn't know. And she'll decide the next day, tomorrow, she'll tell me. And then she didn't show up for school for a week after that. Then I told my friend and I told everyone, and it was like, that's so embarrassing. I don't know why would you tell anyone. They're like, next time something like that happens, don't tell anybody. Like, because they all made fun of me and said that she was scared of me or something, so she went away. But like, literally, she said, I asked her out, she said, I don't know, tomorrow I'll tell you, you know? And I was like, okay, tomorrow. Yay, tomorrow. Next day, not there. Next day, looking for her, not there. Next day, like seriously, for a week, she didn't come in. It was like kind of scary. And I told my friends like an idiot, and they all laughed at me and said, you're retarded, why do you tell us this? And I'm just like, oh. So, goodbye, everyone. Goodbye. Goodbye. Fishies, fishies, fishies.
I was walking to a neighbor's house one day and saw some people walking down the road. I was like, okay, I'm gonna be so cool, all this kind of stuff, trying to be all cool and stuff, and fell down in a ditch. How do you fall down in a ditch? I don't know. But I fell down in a ditch and broke my ankle trying to be cool. But you know what? I got back up and I walked it. I tried to walk it off, but yeah, I broke my ankle in 2 spots and that didn't kind of work too good. But yeah, that was kind of very, very embarrassing. But you know what? Whatever.
Hey, real talk, I've got to share my most embarrassing moment with you. And honestly, I don't think anybody else in the cast is going to be able to top my most embarrassing moment. And I'm already laughing because it's so hilarious. But here we go. So I was 19, and I didn't go to college right after high school. So I was working, making a little money, making a little cheese, able to buy some things on my own. So, but I was applying to colleges while I was working. So I had college things coming to the house. And I did happen to one day go and purchase myself. Yes. So I went ahead and bought it, and the way they send it, it's like one of those subliminal looking packages. It doesn't say sex toy on the box. It, says some indiscretionable company. Indiscretionable? Yeah, I made that up. I'm expecting it. And normally I check the mail every day, never fails. My mother, I'm living with her at the time, she never ever freaking checks the mail, right? One day I'm coming home from work from downtown Dallas. It takes me longer than expected to get home. Okay, no problem. Get there, go to check the mailbox is empty. I'm like, it's not a holiday. I know the mail ran. So, go, get in, looking around the counter for the mail, don't see the mail. So I'm going in, talking to my mother, like maybe it didn't come today. Maybe I didn't have any mail today. Sitting here talking, having a whole long, just genuine ass conversation. We get up to get ready to go into my room, and she goes, "Oh, your mail came today," and my heart dropped. I'm like, I got some mail today, and she goes, "Yeah, and I opened it by mistake. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to open it, but your little thing came today." And I just screamed, like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you opened my mail." And she was like, "Well, you've been getting all these things from colleges," and I was excited. "I'm sorry, I thought that it was something from a college." I'm like, "Why would I be getting a box from a college? The things that I've gotten have come in packets and envelopes. Why would I get a box from a college?" And she goes, "Well, I'm sorry. It's down in the truck if you want to go get it." All right, Ma. All right. So I go get it. Everything is cool. I'm like, okay, she knows I have it. I have to be careful when I use it now. So one day, I'm feeling really bad, and she goes, "You are cleaning your little toy, right?" "Yeah, Ma, yeah, I know I have to clean it. Thank you for bringing that up and reminding me that I know that you know that I have it. Thank you." That's my mother. Gotta love her.
I feel good, dun 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 dun. I knew that I would not.
Ooh, yeah. So good. So good. I feel good. Dun, 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 dun.
Hey there, Isaac from Reality Bites. I am here to talk to you about why I have not chosen 10 divas and divos. Well, there is a simple factor to this answer, and it is dealing with one of my main facets of life, and that's spirituality. Now, okay, let me get ready. We as humans are very sensitive to emotions, to thoughts, to what other people judge us on, to many things, and the sensitivity of the human psyche is so intense that many things can distract us from our original purity, our original state, our true essence. I've truly been messed with on this. I can honestly say that being yourself can be really hard in a society like we live in today, and especially if you're gay. And what I want to say is that I haven't chosen any divas or divos because I don't really indulge in media, and I don't really partake in anything dealing with celebrities or anything dealing with what the corporations want to put out for us to consume. So what I want to get into is why I feel this way and what started it. Well, to start off, what started it was when I was about, I don't know, I guess I was still this age, but like last year, it was simply just me looking up the word perception, because I always had this muffled definition of what perception meant. So I looked up perception, and it was, you know, how your psyche intakes information and through the five senses. Now I kind of got into, from that I went to different things, and it eventually led me to being spiritually awakened, because I found so many different like links that it just ended up in me looking, I guess it was meant to be. But from then on, I found so many different like informative sites on the spiritual body, the chakras, just the aura, just a lot of things about the human and how it's connected to energy. And the way that I feel media can influence your energy is that, this is strictly my opinion, my view, not based on anyone else's feelings or emotions. Okay, so I feel that the government or whoever is in charge likes to control the media because they feel that as humans we partake in media like huge. Like media is like, of course, a principal factor of life. as Americans, we look at media like all the time. So they can make sure that whatever they put into the media will influence the way we think, will influence the way we act, will influence the way we treat certain people, will influence the way we view other people, will influence a big part of your psyche. So why I don't indulge in media is because I don't want to be influenced. I'm trying my hardest to attain power to just be myself and not care, because it is such a damaging thing to have to care what people think, to worry about what they're gonna say next, to anything. It can be really messed up. And a lot of people come to me and they're like, well, you don't seem like you should be worrying about that, Isaac. And I'm like, yeah, but a lot of people like to hate, you know? People are haters. And after a while that can just get so bombarding on top of your energy. And let me tell you, your energy is a big influence on how your physical operates, how your physical body is feeling. If you have any pains or aches, it can be from a lot of the things done to your energy systems. Now, the energy system I'm talking about is like I said earlier, the aura, and that is a energy electromagnetic field that naturally resonates from your body. And it can be anywhere from 2 feet to 4 feet to 6 feet long, extending from your body. And I'm doing this. And that is kind of like a magnet. When you go around people, your aura can get around theirs, and it can exchange energy. And you could go home and be feeling like crap, and you're like, dude, why do I feel like this? Like, there's nothing I've done to feel like this. But you know, there's just energy going around everywhere, and anything could get into you. So it's I wouldn't necessarily say be spiritual. Actually, no, I would say be spiritual, because spirituality is a whole another aspect to the big vast reality that we live in. And just feeling like the physical is all we have is just not it, man. There's just so much more. As you've heard before, we only use 10% of our brains, so the other 90% is like, there's just so much more to discover. So stay protected, not only sex-wise, but stay protected energy-wise, because man, it is a cruel world out there. And there are many different things you can do. What I like to do is I have a yoga mat, and I do my yoga there, and I have this book right here that I use, and it's for it tells me a lot about like different mantras. A mantra is like something you'd say, I'm sure you know what it is, but for all the people that don't know, a mantra is something that you would say and take it to heart, and you may repeat it or you may keep it in your mind. Simply, a mantra would be, I am successful, healthy, and wise, and you would take that to heart. And I'm going to say that from now on. I am successful, healthy, and wise. Now that will become a true part of my reality, because I have taken it to heart, I have taken it to mind, and it's going to resonate through my aura. Because not only is the aura a center of energy, it's also a center of holding information. It can hold your thoughts, it can hold a lot of things. So mantras are really helpful. It also talks about meditation and yoga positions. I got some of my yoga positions that I do now from that book, and it's pretty awesome. Well, I feel like I've explained myself on why I don't want to indulge in media. Another thing that I've learned from research is that apparently the media is run by the forces that are not as good. So I like to stay in the positive, and if the media in that case is run by the forces of evil, then I definitely don't want to partake. A good example would be of subliminal messages would be Video Phone by Beyonce and Lady Gaga. A lot of times I've heard people telling me that after watching that video, they got a headache, man. They're just like, damn. Because, man, I watched that and I was like, damn, they are getting people, bro. They are getting people. They are getting people, because that video has so many subliminal messages, bro. And let me tell you why a simple symbol in a video can can disrupt your reality, because life is so, like I said, life is so sensitive that just a simple symbol entered into your mind can resonate through your thoughts and stick in there. And if it's a symbol that's not good, it can attract other spirits that aren't good, and you just don't want that at all. You don't want that. So like I said, stay clean, stay cleansed. A good way just to cleanse your energy is just to, all you have to do, this mind is so powerful, all you have to do is imagine a bright light coming from inside your heart, and just let it like resonate and get bigger and bigger. A flame or something, a flame, a deep flame is getting bigger and bigger and just exploding from outside your body, and just let it let it explode, and just your energy will be cleansed. If you know it is, you have to know. With this mind, you have to know. There is no second guessing at all. So that's all I gotta say. Learn how to control your own reality by the fact that you know that you are the only creator. There is nobody and nobody else that can ever tell you what to do, how to feel, how to think, and how to operate your own vehicle, because underneath this is a deep power that is just unexplainable. And if you know how to operate that power, you'll be living the life that you want to and how you want it, okay? So, one tip. If you do not believe me on saying that there's an aura around, the only reason I'm saying this is because I can see my own, and I wouldn't just be telling you some craziness, you know? So, stay true, stay real, and this is Reality Bites. Haha, you thought I was done, huh? Well, no. I still gotta tell you my most embarrassing moment. Okay, well, I don't exactly know yet what my most embarrassing moment is, but I will make one right now. Right here, right now. Baby, I love you, and I would ever, never leave you. And my nostrils flare, and they don't even care, because I don't care if I get embarrassed, 'cause I don't care if you wanna eat my carrots, baby. And I want you to know that I'm feeling mighty slow, so I guess it on the low, down low. Oh no, yeah. That is my most embarrassing moment. Reality Bites.